Hello to all you all. Hope you're having a great day. This is Tish Times with your Networking and Sales Scoop. I am here at a workshop and I wanted to take a moment because I wanted to respond to a question that was asked of me, and I thought it was a really good question. Nancy wrote to me and asked, how do you insert yourself into an already happening conversation? Basically, if you're at a networking event, people are already in their groups, they're already gathered together. How do you go in and introduce yourself without feeling, awkward? And I want to start this question by really addressing the underlying reason why this is a big deal. And maybe this is or is not for you, Nancy, specifically, but there are so many of us that have a different reason for not wanting to enter into those conversations. I know that I've spoken to many people in the workplace and in the marketplace, and myself included, who had previous experiences that influence our current behavior, such as, think about how things were when you were out at recess, when you were a kid, and there were these kids that were already BFFs, and it was like they had their little cliques, and it was really hard to kind of find your place. Or maybe at lunch when you found that everybody had their own groups, then you kind of didn't know where you fit in. Believe it or not, a lot of those things influence our current behavior and how we feel about the way we begin new relationships as we're working. So I want you to think about that and make sure that there are no issues with confidence, no issues with rejection that are preventing you from taking advantage of tremendous opportunities. And sometimes it just is as simple as checking, why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? Where is this coming from? And then talking to yourself. Remember, I talk a lot about I am statements. I will continue to talk about them because I know the power of talking to yourself and rejecting negative statements and replacing them with positive ones. And so once you've gone through that process and you've acknowledged what's really going on, then some of the steps are pretty simple. Just as you would walk up to a group and say, hey, is somebody sitting here? And, have that seat and then introduce yourself. Hi, my name is. Or if you possibly had been hearing a little bit of the conversation and you're familiar with what they're talking about or interested in the topic, there's nothing wrong with saying, I heard what you all were talking about, and oh my God, this is what I was thinking, or this is what I've understood about that, and expressing your opinion. And then sometimes, even when those conversations are going on and you feel like, well, I don't know how to insert myself, just be sure that you don't interrupt an ongoing conversation in an abrupt or rude way. But when there's a small pause, just, put your 2 cents in. There's nothing wrong with it. Remember, you're all there for the same purpose, which is to network, to get to know people, to grow your business and to grow your network. So don't allow those schoolyard feelings to prevent you from having tremendous success in your networking. So this is Tish Times once again with your Networking and Sales Scoop. I will see you next time, and remember, you are so much more than enough because of what's on the inside of you. I'll see you next time.